Welcome everyone to a snowy Ocean City, Maryland. We're with Route 50 Drawbridge tender Angela Johnson, and I know travel isn't recommended today, but you're expected to be at the draw, right, Angie?
That is true. And they start construction today underneath the bridge until about March 15th.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if any work is done. I would think that they're not going to start today. And no captain in his right mind should be requesting a draw. But nevertheless, you're expected to be there because you're like the first eyes, kind of like a first responder. If there is an accident or mishap up on the bridge.
Yes.
Right, so then in that case you call the police department and if need be the fire and the ambulance service, right?
That is true.
Yeah, so that's why we're headed down in these conditions. So I think we're going to pop in at the Wawa, right? And maybe get a cup of coffee first.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll pick it back up. So we tried to get a cup of coffee at Wawa, but they didn't have any coffee, did they, Angie?
No.
So we popped on over up to the 7-Eleven up there at 120th Street, and they had a special going for every Monday. What, 60 cents for a small cup of coffee, right?
Yes, 60 cents.
Yeah, so that was a good deal. Right now, it looks like the latest forecast I've seen is calling for 6 to 12 inches down here. Of course, that's always touch and go with a winter forecast when you're right next to the Atlantic Ocean. So we'll just have to see if some rain, sleet, freezing rain, or something mixes in to maybe knock that accumulation down. But we're definitely going to be in the deep freeze for a while if that forecast is right. So like I mentioned a couple days ago, it takes at least 3 days down into the mid-teens to start freezing up the bays. And it hasn't been cold enough long enough to do that. But a good half a foot of snow cover should lock in the cold down here. So maybe we can capture some cool scenes this winter here in January of some frozen landscapes. So we'll pick it up again a little bit farther downtown. Looks like we're behind a couple snowplows, and as you can see, it's already enough
Truck.
to plow, and I think that snowplow up ahead of us is dropping down some, it's either salt or sand. So it's definitely already plowable. And the snow is starting to pick up. We haven't had a measurable snow down here for 3 years. Since the big blizzard of 22 at the end of January. So needless to say, we're overdue, that's for sure. I mean, we don't get a whole lot of snow down here. About 10 inches would be the average. So with nothing for the past 2 winters other than a couple flurries. I mean, if it snows 30 inches this winter, well, we're just going to be back to normal. So we just passed the 3rd Street Park. We're coming downtown. And Angie, you're going to feed the town cats down here.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to make a little pit stop. And then it'll be time for the draw. Wish everybody luck today and drive safely.
Be safe, everyone.
All right.
Bye.